What do I know about nationalism? Well, I know that nationalism is really your sense of identity as to who you are in your country relative to what your country is to the rest of the world, um, how you identify when you are in other countries, but most importantly, the culture and the influences that shape your life because of where you live. Well, I think that nationalism is really about what your country provides you in terms of your life. And so in my case, I know that because I was born in Canada, I have a better life than if I were born in other places. As a Canadian woman, I've had access to education, good education, access to, clean drinking water, clean nature around me, living in a relatively crime-free area, and in a world that gender equity still has a ways to go, but is a lot further progressed than in other parts of the world. So in that case, nationalism and my identity as a Canadian and what Canada provides for me is really important and has greatly affected my life in a positive way. I think nationalism affects Canada in a lot of ways. It's very positive. I think the time that we see it most demonstrated and most public is are during Olympic periods, when Canada does well at Olympics or has a really interesting, heartfelt story. Canadians identify as hardworking and successful around the world. I think that nationalism affects us when there's been tragedies like the Humboldt bus crash, or way back when the Swiss Air crash happened off of the east coast of Canada, and nationalism identified how we respond to these kinds of things and how we see other people. I think nationalism can also be negative. Sometimes we feel that nationalism, each and every person has a sense of what nationalism is, and sometimes they don't allow their perspective on that to accommodate other people, especially people maybe who are new to Canada and have some new ways of contributing to nationalism. And so we have to be careful that it doesn't become an individual perspective instead of overall country perspective.